We'll start first by announcing the Upper St. Clair starting lineup. Number 44, Sarah Christensen. Number 10, Kathleen Gianni. Number 11, Anna Hess. Number 24, Lauren Queter. Number 0, Victoria Crawley. Number 5, Lily Gazelle. Number 15, Riley Jan. Number 14, Julia Ganaya. Number 23, Lauren Starr. Number 7, Libby Anarino. And number 6, Maya Kashek. And that is the starting lineup for Upper St. Clair. And now, for the starting lineup for the Pine-Richland Rams, we have number 4, Claire O'Connor, defense. Number 8, Gigi Rottinghouse, midfield. Number 9, Danielle Deere, defense. Number 10, Laura Krill, defense. Number 12, Grace Murlack, midfield. Number 13, Emma Westerhoff, forward. Number 18, Riley Woolerton, midfield. Number 21, Riley Kirby, forward. Number 24, Mary Weimerd, midfield. Number 26, Fiona Cortina, forward. And number 43, Sadie Baradka, goalie. And that is the starting lineup for the Pine-Richland Rams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if we could please rise for the national anthem.
A little bit of a warm day here at Pine-Richland Stadium as the Upper St. Clair Panthers take on the Pine-Richland Rams here on senior night here at Pine-Richland Stadium. Good evening, everybody. This is Jacob Oklievsky of the PRTV broadcasting station here. We take a look at these Pine-Richland Rams. They have an undefeated record so far. And on senior night, we congratulate our seniors for this historic occasion. Meanwhile, on the other side for Upper St. Clair, they're just trying to keep momentum here in this playoff race. Starting lineup for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, we have number 44, Sarah Christensen,
And now for the
number
start.
10, Kathleen
We have
Gianni,
Pine-Richland, Upper St. Clair field
number
hockey
11,
matchup.
Anna Hess, number 24, Lauren Queter, number 0, Victoria Crowley, number 5, Lily Gressel, number 15, Riley Jans, number 14, Julia Canina, number 23, Lauren Starr, number 7, Libby Inario, number 6, Maya Kashanik. And take a look at the Rams so far as we get underway here. From Rottinghouse. And a little bit of an on-goal situation for Fiona Cortina, the starter that has been consistent thus far. As Claire O'Connor has now switched into the starting rotation, replacing Eddie Lipinski because of senior night, and a scoring goal! It looked like that was Mary Weimert who scored that goal. Maybe it was Riley Rollerton, not really sure. I believe it was Riley Rollerton who scored that goal.
Goal, Pine-Richland. Number 18, Riley Woolerton.
Yeah, Weimert was in there with Wollerton, and a quick goal, 1-0. Wollerton with another goal to add on to her resume for her commitment to Louisville. As the ball gets trickled up the sideline out of bounds. And a Panther possession for Upper St. Clair. As Hess will dig it out. And up the field, out of bounds. This will be a PR possession. This is Claire O'Connor, one of the new starters, replacing Eddie Lipinski in the original rotation. As Woolerton sprints up the field all the way up to the 30. Finds Cortina. Looking. And goes out of bounds. Intended for the senior, Riley Kirby, another starter. As this is going to be a corner shot.
Corner, Pine-Richland Rams.
As Georgia Rottinghouse, the freshman, gets us off, serves it all the way up to Wollerton. Scoots in between, shoots, just missed. Just missed all the way to the left side. As this is a St. Clair possession. Up the field towards Inario. The whistle. Wollerton looking, finds Cortina. A bit of a mishandle and goes to a St. Clair possession. Up the field, intercepted there by Weimert. All the way out to the 10. It's a little stick handling. Looking, and that gets picked off. And there to back it up, off face St. Clair bounce was Krill, another senior. All the way up towards the 40 is number 14, Kanina. That's intercepted by Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse out to Murlock, another senior. Towards Riley, actually Weimert. Actually, that's Kirby, yeah. All the way out to the 5. And on goal situation, a little bit of a mishandle. Cortina, and didn't get a piece of it. Was number 13, Emma Westerhoff, another starter who's a junior. And a whistle. as Hess puts the ball at the 16-yard line, shoots it across. That's intercepted there by Weimer, but picked up and intercepted again by Wollerton, then showing off her speed, but the whistle is down as Wollerton continues to play. That's slowly intercepted by another Panther possession. That's Hess. Hess all the way out towards her shot towards the 50, but that's going to be backed up by Rottinghouse on a whistle. As Rottinghouse replaced the ball to the 44-yard line. All the way out to Wollerton. Wollerton all the way out towards Daniel Deere. To Murlack. Murlack in between the defender. Kirby nearly messed it up, but backed up by Wollerton. And that gets intercepted by Christensen. And a little bit of a race here. Rottinghouse trying to keep it, but that gets all the way out to number 7, Upper St. Clair, Nario. Nario got a pass that's intercepted by Murlack. Murlack gets it off to Kirby. Kirby sprinting up all the way up to the 40. Passes it to Cortina. Cortina looking, finds Wollerton. Wollerton shoots off an ankle and player down. That was Kathleen Gianni who was down. Another corner shot for the Rams. That's their second of the quarter.
Corner, Pine-Richland Rams.
As Rottinghouse gets set, serves it up all the way out to Wollerton again. Wollerton shoots and goal. That is Wollerton yet again with her second goal of the night.
Goal, Pine-Richland, number 18, Riley Wollerton.
Wollerton on senior night scores 2 goals already, and it's 2-0 Pine-Richland. All the seniors are starting for Pine-Richland. Claire O'Connor, number 4. Laura Krill at number 10. Grace Murlack, number 12. Wollerton, Kirby, I mentioned earlier, and Fiona Cortina, and Sadie Baraka, the starting goalie.
Correction on the goal. Fiona Cortina scored the goal. Riley
As
Wollerton
Krill gets up the sideline all the way out to Kirby again. You got Cortina hustling over for an open pass, but that gets controlled by Kirby. There's a little move. Looking. A little bit of an open hole. Looking. And that gets nowhere close. And that's going to be yet another corner shot for the Rams. As Rottinghouse will now serve it up from the left side. Near out to Wollerton, but that gets there by Weimer. Wollerton, another goal try, nowhere close. And another kick save there. Wollerton nearly had a hat trick, but that gets nowhere. Good defense there by the Panthers, but that gets intercepted by Cortina. Cortina doesn't get much on the pass, but Weimer was there to back it up. Well, Cortina actually got a tip on that last goal. And Wollerton made that assist. It was a correction on that goalkeeper. And that one was true. That one was Riley Wollerton yet again. Wollerton with her second goal of the night.
Pine-Richland, number 18, Riley Wollerton.
Wollerton's having a day here on senior night. 2 goals already. And Cortina, who's been a mighty fine addition to this club of field hockey, has made an impact already with the goal Just a couple of minutes into the game now with 7:12 remaining here in the first quarter. As Weimard now hands it off to Carmanos, just newly entered into the game. A bit of a tip there. Handled there by the Panthers. Wollerton trying to get it away, and she does. Wollerton now sprinting over. Looking. Passing. Cortina nearly had another goal to add to this game, but it goes out of bounds to make it a 4-0 game, but nowhere close. For another Rams goal, it's now a Ram possession, now with Riley Wollerton to serve it up. Wollerton looking, passing, and intended target was Carmanos. Now it's a St. Clair ball. It's now Lily Gressel who's now to serve it in. A bit of a rocket that's intercepted by Carmanos. Actually, Wollerton, that was Wollerton that was on that. Now it's the 20, now to 10. Wollerton serving, and Weimer trying to hustle it over and just able to get it in bounds. Nice job by her. Now here's Maddie Lennon. Lennon serving it up. Cortina. And turnover. From the Rams, this is now a St. Clair possession. All the way up to Inario. Inario, that's going to be picked off there by O'Connor. O'Connor, and out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. O'Connor now racing up to the 25-yard line. Looking, passing, all the way out to Weimard. Weimard sprinting up the sideline. Now out to the 20. 20, 10, in on goal. That's 14, Carmanos. Carmanos trying to get there, and now Weimard. Weimard hands the ball off to Inario, who intercepted it. Now Murlock over to get it back, and a whistle. And stoppage of play allows the Rams to get another possession. This is Wollerton up the field. Wollerton to Kirby. Kirby all the way up to the 5-yard line, and on goal situation. And that scoots on by. 17, and another misplay by the Rams. That was Riley Kirby, who nearly had a goal. And that was Maddie Lennon who made that pass. With 3:38 left to go in the quarter. St. Clair possession. And that's going to be intercepted by Wollerton. Wollerton tries a juggling act with the stick, but that's going to be out of bounds. And now Christensen will now serve it up from the 30-yard line. Now she's walking it up all the way to the 32-yard line. Serves it up. That's going to be tipped, and that's going to be Maddie Lennon who's going to make that drive. Lennon now Carmanos. Carmanos looking all the way up the sideline. And that's going to be in the end zone. And out of bounds. And that's going to be 2:30 remaining, as Wollerton will now serve it up from the sideline of the 25-yard line. Wollerton looking all the way up the sideline for Weimard. Weimard looking, looking and intercepted by Inario. Inario's pass to another player that gets nowhere. Carmanos pass, nowhere close. All the way up, intercepted there again by Weimerd. Now Wollerton. Wollerton looking for another goal. That gets tipped by a player again. And now Lauren Starr try to get out the sideline, but it goes out of bounds. This will be a PR possession. Actually, this is a St. Clair possession again. Cortina. That's going to be a little mistake there, as it's going to be another Ram possession, as this is Weimerd all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gets it back to Ronninghouse all the way up to 13. Actually, that was Starr again. Starr passing it up to Hess. Actually, that was Inario again. And the Rams are in some deep trouble here with now 46 seconds remaining in the quarter. As Christensen will now serve it up from the 31-yard line, where Sadie Baraka's meeting her. Intercepted there by Wollerton. Wollerton and ball advancement with just 20 seconds remaining. Christensen looking. Now heading back. Finds her target, Starr. And Ram possession with now 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Wollerton up the field, knocked down by Inario. Good play there. But that gets picked off by Wollerton to end the quarter. A little bit crazy in the last final few minutes, but Riley Wollerton is already having herself a day with 2 goals, and Fiona Cortina has already added a goal along with that as well. 3-0 Pine-Richland. We'll see you in the second quarter.
We'd like to give a special thanks to all the Pine-Richland booster moms who made this senior night a special night for all our ladies and their families. Special thanks once again for all those who helped out in this evening. And now for the start of the second quarter of the Pine-Richland Upper St. Clair field hockey game.
Just about to get underway here in the second quarter now. Rams lead the Panthers 3-0. After a pretty good first quarter by Riley Wollerton and Fiona Cortina, as Wollerton has now had a multi-goal game. to go along with her 100 career goals on her Pine-Richland resume. As Roninghouse now stirs it up the field towards Westerhoff. Westerhoff stopping, finds Cortina, who's now tipped, and the ball is now picked off there by Starr. Starr now intercepted from Woolerton, but now taken back. As the Panthers now go up the field. A little bit of mishandle there, but Inario was there. Krill now hustling over. And Daniel Deere is there to back it up. Deere looking up the sideline. Weak pass to Inario. And Baratka is going to have a little trouble here. As long as the Rams can have their defense up, and they do. But it's going to be a stoppage of play and advancement for St. Clair. And a wild pass there, all the way up to the 37-yard line, now taken in by Ella Perry. And another stoppage of play, as Christensen will now serve it up. But that's going to be picked off yet again. Now an open field now for Riley Kirby. That's going to be a no-go there by Ella Hess. Hess now to Perry, who now intercepts that. All the way up the field is Eddie Lipinski. Actually, that was Westerhoff yet again. Westerhoff. And that's going to be taken in yet again by St. Clair's Starr. Another possession yet again for the Rams, as Caroline Gentile will now serve it up. Gentile now to Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse all the way up to the 30, but that's going to be taken away by Inario. Inario, a stoppage of play, allows St. Clair to go forward again. This is Hess. Hess tipped away by Cortina, now up the field. That gets a little scramble for the ball, now handled by Westerhoff. Westerhoff putting some moves on. A good move there against Starr. And Westerhoff. And that was 21, Riley Kirby getting the goal. The senior forward who's been on varsity for the last 3 years now has a goal on senior night. 4-0 Pine-Richland. All that with no corner shots. 11:57 to go as St. Clair now takes on possession. Will scramble for the ball, now handled by Cortina again. Cortina will scramble for the ball. Up the field. Now handled by Pinsky. Pinsky trying to get up the field, but it goes out of bounds. Actually, that was Kirby yet again. Up the field and taken in from Woolerton and in between the legs. Handled by Inario after a bad pass from Woolerton, who now sprints over. Now handled there by one of the Panthers, but is backed up by Danielle Deere. Deere intercepted pass all the way up the field. And a one-on-one situation. And the Baraka, I believe, made that save, but it's going to be the first corner shot of the game for the Panthers here in the second quarter.
Corner, Upper St. Clair.
As Christensen will now serve it up. Actually, this is Lauren Queter this time. Lauren Queter will now serve it up from the Rams R logo. Serves it up all the way out to Inario. Nario looking. Good defense there by O'Connor. Now squirts it up the field. Looking. And that gets tipped and intercepted there from Nario. That gets picked up by Wolverton, but now to Nario again. Now Daniel Deere now has possession. Good stick handling for St. Clair is going to cost him some damage as Daniel Deere now swings it up the field. All the way to Rottinghouse. Towards Merlack. Now to Cortina. Cortina now Westerhoff now sprinting over to the end zone. Can she make it? No. But it's going to be another St. Clair possession as Lauren Starr will now serve it up. Bullet pass. That's going to be nowhere close from Wolverton, but Rottinghouse was there to back it up. Overshoots actually shoots Rollerton off, but now Cortina intercepted there. Now Weimard. Weimard looking. That goes nowhere. And out of bounds. Now Weimard will serve it up from the 4-yard line of St. Clair. Taking it herself. Now out to Wolverton. Wolverton looking, shooting, and it goes just wide. A lot of scoring opportunities for the Rams, but they only had 2 in that period. Now Hess will now serve it up. She's going to take it herself all the way out to the 15. Handled there by Kirby. Nowhere close. Now it's to Nario. Nario handled by Wolverton. Bumps into some girls. That's going to be on herself. And this is going to be handled by Starr. Starr now going to serve it up. Short pass. Now Kirby is involved in the guilty party. This is Anna Hess again. Hess. Now it's a Westerhoff. Westerhoff looking. Finds her girl. All the way out to Westerhoff, but that gets nearly intercepted by the Panthers, but now taken by Cortina. Cortina now sprinting up the field all the way out to the 10 and backed up there by Gianni. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a St. Clair possession. This is Gianni now to serve it in. Up the field, nearly intercepted there by Cortina again, now handled by Gianni. And just going to handle herself for that pass. It goes all the way up to the 40-yard line. Mishandled there by Rottinghouse. Now going to have an open field for Onario all the way out to the 35. Now out to the 30. 25. Good defense there by Wolverton out of a stick. Now handled by Merlack. Merlack looking. Pinsky's over there, but that gets intercepted. Whiff and a miss by Riley Jans, starter. And PR position now. Riley Kirby now swings it up the field. Handled by Kashayak, but that's going to be nowhere. Another out of bounds play for the Rams. This is Grace Merlack. Just going to swing it up the field now to Wolverton. Wolverton looking. Now it's to the 30. And trouble mishandling it. Now to Lipinski. And that's going to be another St. Clair possession. As there was some mishandling with the stick with now 5:35 remaining here in the quarter. And whistle. St. Clair has possession again. Handled by Nario. But All the way out towards Riley Kirby from Woollerton. Kirby, open field. Now to the 5. Finds her girl. Now Cortina. And goal. I believe that was Fiona Cortina again.
Goal, Pine-Richland. Number 26, Fiona Cortina.
Cortina with her second goal of the game. As it is now 5-0. Two seniors now with 4 goals in total, both with multi-goal games. Another one for Cortina again. As this is Weimert up the field. Weimert out to the 30, but it goes into a stoppage of play. Now out to Woollerton, who's all the way back at the 46-yard line of St. Clair. Now lollipop pass all the way up towards Westerhoff, but handled there by Cophaver. Now to Woollerton's got another shot. And it doesn't go well. Kirby again. Kirby now to Woollerton, off of a net there. And a good defense there by the Panthers to get another goal from scoring with now 4 minutes remaining. No goal was scored there. Now Murlock looking, and another PR possession. Now Woollerton's going to have a shot again from the 27. Now to Kirby again. Kirby trying to get it. Another pass this time now to Cortina. Cortina. And handled there by Weimert. And handled there again by O'Connor. O'Connor now Weimert up the field. Weimert looking, shooting, and just goes right of the net. Now Panther possession. All the way out to the 16-yard line. Up the field. Handled there by Maddie Mill. Mill's pass gets intercepted by the Panthers, but now sent O'Connor, who's now to back it up. O'Connor now looking. That gets intercepted from the Panthers. All the way out towards Weimert. Weimert sprinting up the field now. Looking for a goal situation, but it goes just right of the goalpost. With just 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here on this lovely senior night here in Pine-Richland Stadium. Rams lead the Panthers 5-0. With the 2 goals scored each by 2 seniors each. And another senior goal by Riley Kirby, who's only had a single goal game. Now Woollerton screaming pass. And tipped there by Cortina. Good defense there. And Mill out to Kirby. Kirby in between the goalpost legs, and another goal is scored. I believe that was Fiona Cortina again with her 3rd goal of the game. Have a day, Fiona Cortina. Now 3 goals already.
Fiona Cortina.
6-0 already, as this is a one-sided affair. 6-0 Rams with just 1:18 remaining, as this is Weimert sprinting up the field again. Now to the 25. Actually, this is Kirby again. Kirby looking, finds Mill, trips a girl. And another possession. Handled by Mill. Mill looking, intercepted. And another St. Clair possession with just a full minute remaining, now 49. The battle for the ball there. And stoppage of play. as Murlock handles it over to Cortina. Has already got the hat trick, but there are no hats on the field. And another corner shot for the Rams with just 27 seconds remaining.
Corner, Pine-Richland.
That is their first corner shot of the game and possibly the final play here in the second quarter. And Eddie Lipinski will now try to serve it up. She's got 6 seconds remaining. Now 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the horn. But they're going to say they're going to resume play here on a corner shot. Now Wolverton looking. And that's going to be another corner shot for the Rams. That's their second of the quarter. Lipinski now to serve it up again. Now into Wolverton. Wolverton to Murlock. Murlock, a little bit of trouble there. And nowhere close now to Wolverton. Wolverton again. Trying to find the hole. A little bit of a scramble. And goal. I believe that was Cushy Sani on the defense on the corner shot to end the quarter. That makes it 7-0.
Number 27. And that concludes the first
Cushy
half
Sani
of
with the
the
late goal
Upper St. Clair
on the
field
last
hockey matches.
corner shot
We'd also
of the
like to
period,
thank
makes it
all the
7-0
senior parents for
Pine-Richland.
their endless support of their daughters through their field hockey
As
career.
we got a
Without their
good
support
battle
and encouragement, they would
by
not
the
be
Rams
doing
over the
what they're doing
Panthers.
tonight. Thank you, parents.
We now have 6 goals by 3 different seniors, including a hat trick from Fiona Cortina, a multi-goal game for Riley Wolverton, and a single goal scored by Riley Kirby. Will the Panthers have enough in the tank, or will the Rams do what they do best? And we will see you here in the second half.
for the second half of the Pine-Richland Upper St. Clair games.
Rams lead the Panthers now 7-0 as the possession now switched forwards towards Weimard as the Rams now switch sides on the field, and St. Clair now has possession already. And Nario is going to serve it up. Whiff there by O'Connor, but quickly is there to back it up. Now sprinting up the sideline. Finds Hess. She squirts it out of bounds on her own. A little bit of a battle there with Weimard as she turns it up the field towards Wullerton. She gets tripped up. Wullerton looking. Now finds Weimard. Weimard looking and hits the post. Possession now switches over to the Rams again. This is Wullerton. All the way out to the 25. Wullerton looking. Shooting! And scoring was Wullerton again. That was a high goal.
Pine-Richland, number 18, Riley Wullerton.
Top shelf for Riley Wullerton on that fast pass. As it is now 8-0. Wullerton now with her third goal of the game, giving her the hat trick again. And again from the crowd, there are no hats on the field. As Kirby now switches over all the way out to the 10. Kirby looking. Intercepted there by the Panthers. As possession now switches over. And another corner shot for the Rams. They had 5 in the first half.
Pine-Richland.
As Georgia Rottinghouse will now serve it up. Now heading over to the right side of the goal, all the way up to the Rams M logo. Serves it up to Wullerton. Wullerton looking and just goes out of bounds towards that goal. As this is going to be yet another possession for the Rams. As Wullerton will now serve it up from the 25-yard line. Wullerton looking. Short pass. Now to Weimard. Weimard looking. Backed up. Out of bounds. As possession now switches over to Upper St. Clair. Shooting. And off Weimard's ankle. Switches it back. And now there's St. Clair possession. As this is Shaq. Serving it up. Now towards Hess. And up by Nario. Nario up the sideline. Looking. Defended there by Rottinghouse. Nario in the bounds. Actually a stoppage of play there. That was Rottinghouse who got the defense on her. Now Wullerton. Wullerton looking. Off of an ankle. Wullerton looking. Looking still. Now it's a Deer. And possession now switches over to the Rams again. This is Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse looking. And possession now switches over to the St. Clair Panthers. Looking. Now finds Hess. Intercepted there by Westerhoff. Westerhoff now to the 5. It's a battle there. And possession Now switches over to the Rams. This is going to be yet another corner shot.
Corner, Rams.
Their 7th of the game, as Upper St. Clair only has one corner shot that came in the second quarter. As Rottinghouse will now serve it up with 9:49 remaining. For the Rams, our logo. Serves it up all the way out to Wollerton again. Wollerton looking. Now finds Murlock. Shoots. Nowhere close. Backed up by Rottinghouse again. And that goes nowhere. This is going to be yet another quarter shot for the Rams. Their 3rd of the quarter.
Corner, Rams.
As a possession for the corner shot will now switch place to Rottinghouse again with 9 minutes remaining. Serves it up. Now to Wollerton. Wollerton finds Weimard. Weimard in between finds Wollerton. Wollerton looking, shooting. Not a defender. And score. I believe that was Georgia Rottinghouse on that. Makes it 9-0. Nonetheless.
Goal number 8.
That was Georgia Rottinghouse, the freshman, getting in the start. Another Rottinghouse in the business, as her sisters Ella and Molly are now at Boston University. As Ella was on the team last year, a tremendous season her senior year. As possession now switches over to Westerhoff, now to Cortina. Nearly had another goal to get it to double digits, but it goes out of bounds. And this is going to be yet another corner shot for the Rams. This is the most they have it.
Corner, Rams.
As Rottinghouse will now serve it up again from the Rams R logo with 7:43 remaining. Rottinghouse now serves it up. Finds Weimard this time. Weimard now to Wollerton. Wollerton shooting. Backed up. And another goal is scored. That's Rottinghouse again. Rottinghouse again with a 2-goal game.
Goal number 8. G.G. Rottinghouse.
So we got 3 players each with multi-goal games. Wollerton with a hat trick, Fiona Cortina with the hat trick again, and now Georgia Rottinghouse with a multi-goal game. 10-0 Pine-Richland. As possession now switches over to Upper St. Clair. Now up the field. Looking. And that gets nearly picked off by the Rams, but it goes into Ram territory by Inario. Inario finds Wollerton. Wollerton having some trouble. And switching a possession for the Panthers of Upper St. Clair. As this is Canaran now serving it up. Canaran. Now it's Wollerton who nearly mishandles the ball. Now it's a Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse finds another possession for Pine-Richland. Now Wollerton. Wollerton looking. Finds 14 Carmanos. Carmanos now up the sideline. Now to Wollerton. Wollerton mishandled and picked off by the Panthers. Now to Inario. Inario sprinting up the sideline. Looking, but it's backed up by Lipinski. Lipinski now to the 10-yard line, now to the 15. Intercepted there by Inario. And danger zone already for the Rams as Panthers inch a little closer. Now to Woolerton. Woolerton looking. Sprinting up the sideline. Now to the 45. Mishandles. And bumps into Kennedy. The stoppage of play now continues on with Cortina, but it's nearly picked off by the Panthers. Now handled by Cortina again. Cortina, another possession. Finds Albertson. And a switch of possession now for the Rams. Now Wharton. Stoppage of play. Towards 20. Now Wharton. Wharton shooting. And score. I believe that was Riley Kirby yet again. That's another senior with a multi-goal game.
21, Riley Kirby.
That makes it 11-0 with 3:47 remaining. This possession now switches over to the Panthers. Now to Cortina, who intercepts the Panther pass. Now handled by Anario, who sprints up the sideline. The whistle. It's backed up by Quintarin. Quintarin intercepted there by Cortina. Cortina now to Kirby. Kirby now up the sideline. Now to the 20. Mishandles the ball. And it's going to be a St. Clair possession. Now to the 30. A bit of a spin move. Now intercepted there by Woolerton. Woolerton looking. Finds Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse looking. And intercepted there by Kashak. Looking. And stoppage play now handled by Woolerton. Woolerton now to Carmanos. Carmanos looking. Finds Cortina, but it's intercepted there by Gianni. Gianni now mishandles it for a little bit, but good possession there. Now handled by Albertson. Albertson now to Woolerton. Woolerton looking and stoppage of play. Woolerton now sets up a play. Finds Albertson. Albertson looking. Now finds Wharton. Wharton again. Finds Carmanos again, but it's going to be yet another corner shot for the Rams. With just 1:28 remaining here in this game.
Corner.
In the third quarter only. As Rottinghouse will now serve it up for the Rams M logo. Serves it up, finds Woolerton. Woolerton looking, shooting, just wide of the net. Just a minute remaining. As the corner shot for the Rams gets nowhere. Rams have 10 corner shots in the game, and St. Clair only has 1. As possession switches over now to Woolerton. Woolerton again scores. Riley Woolerton now with 4 goals on the night.
Goal number 18, Riley Woolerton.
It makes it 12-0, which is 30 seconds remaining. Woolerton again is now showing us why she is committed to Louisville. Possession now switches over to Koppenhaver. Neighbors pass, now intercepted there by Wolverton. Now to Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse, now to O'Connor, and that ends the period. Runaway game this point for the Rams, 12-0, as Riley Wolverton now has 4 goals on the night. Riley Kirby now has a multi-goal game. Cushy Sani has added a goal late in the period in the second quarter. And Georgia Rottinghouse, who was a freshman starter, now has an opportunity to shine as she got 2 goals here in the third quarter. We'll be back at the end of the game after this. Stand by.
And now for the start of the fourth quarter.
Just about to start the fourth quarter here, 12-0 Pine-Richland over the Upper St. Clair Panthers.
Thank you to all our fans from both Upper St. Clair and
And
Pine-Richland.
it would have been 14-0 after some great defense by the Panthers. Give them credit for that. Doing an amazing job of getting this to a closer game than 14-0 as possession now switches over to the Panthers. Now handled as Queeder. It's possession again. All the way out to Kashak. Kashak now an REO. Intercepted there by Cortina, but handled there by Kashak. And now possession switches over to the Rams as Weimard swings it over to O'Connor. O'Connor now to Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse looking. Finds Deer. Now to Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse looking. Finds Wolverton. Wolverton squeaks by a defender. Wolverton looking in between the ankles. Wolverton looking, shooting, and out of bounds. Last touched by, I bet, Riley Kirby, who was the last one to touch it. And goes out of bounds for a St. Clair possession. As Cortina now nearly intercepts it, but right there was Rottinghouse again. Rottinghouse, now to Wolverton, who throws it away, but backed up there by Rottinghouse. Now to Cortina. Cortina looking. Finds Weimard. Weimard looking. Finds Rottinghouse. Rottinghouse gets it down the field. Handled by Daniel Deer. Deer looking. Deer. Last touched by a Panther, and now O'Connor. O'Connor nowhere close as a possession now switches over to the Panthers for a little bit by Anario. But stoppage of play enables the Panthers to advance the ball a little bit forward, but it's handled there by Wollerton from the other end. Now Westerhoff. Westerhoff looking all the way out towards the 5, and it goes into the end zone. And possession now switches over to the Panthers as Gianni now serves it up. Gianni, now Cortina. Now to Wollerton. Wollerton looking. Finds Deer. Deer down to Murlock. Murlock with a little mishandle. Actually, that was Krill that time. And possession now switches over to the Panthers. As serve it up all the way down the sideline. Looking. Off stick. And another possession for the Panthers. As Gianni now serves it up. Gianni looking. Trying to get the ball back, but it's scramble for the ball from Cortina. Now handled. Now to Murlock. Murlock looking. Now to Kirby. Kirby looking. And possession now switches over for an interception. Murlock trying to get some defense on there. And that goes nowhere. St. Clair with an opportunity to score, but they can handle it. And a stoppage of play there. As Wollerton nearly had another breakaway. Serve it up. Now Anario. Anario against Wollerton. Wollerton now scoots it up. Handled by Anario still. Actually, that was Rottinghouse that time. Now to Wollerton. A race for the ball with just 10 minutes remaining. And squirts it out of bounds. Now Weimard will toss the ball all the way up to Kashak. Now handled by Weimard, who intercepts her pass. Weimard up the air, handled by Wollerton. And looking, sprinting down the field now. Wollerton looking, shot, and goal. Riley Wollerton again scores.
Goal number 18, Riley Wollerton.
That's 5 goals already for the midfielder Riley Wollerton. With just 9 minutes remaining. Possession now switches over now from St. Clair to the Rams. So Weimard now serves it up. But that gets handled by Panthers on a stoppage of play. Panthers now have possession. A little race for the ball there from Murlock. And the possession now switches over again to get some good defense by Matty Mill. Mill now to Wollerton, who squeaks off the sideline for Kushi Sani. Sani now looking. Sani now looking. Sani and trying to race for the puck is a couple of Panthers, but it's handled there by Wollerton again. Now squeaks up the sideline. Good kick save there by the goalie Jordina Kennedy. It's handled there by Warton up the goal line. It goes out of bounds. As possession now switches over to the Rams for O'Connor. Connor finds Lennon. Lennon finds Panther, intercepts it, but she whiffs on the ball. Up in the air. And St. Clair possession. This is Kushak serving it up, but it's intercepted by Mill, but it's going to be another St. Clair possession. All the way up to Kushak as well. Kushak looking. Finds Cortina, who intercepts it. Now Mill. Mill finds Christensen, who intercepts it. Christensen looking. Finds a man. That's a Nario again, but it's intercepted by Wharton. Wharton looking. It goes another possession for the Rams. This is Wharton again. Wharton finding Murlock. Murlock finding Mill, but it's intercepted by Nario. It's got a little bit of breakaway, but it's handled there by Krill. And possession now switches over to the Panthers. This is Christensen looking, intercepted by Mill. Mill finds Sani. Sani, not a Cortina. Not a Kirby. Kirby looking. Kirby, Cortina. And Sani, kick save there by Kennedy. Good save there. As we're down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Sani intercepted. And battle for the ball. Now is Wharton. Wharton looking. Wharton. Kick save there again. Sani. Sani and the Panthers. Get it close to the sideline, but it goes out of bounds. As Panthers now have possession, this is Kushak again with a running clock. Kushak from Christensen, now to Cortina, now Wharton. Wharton finds Kirby up the field. Kirby in on goal and goes out of bounds to the back of the end zone. And possession now switches over to the Panthers with 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Up the field now. Panthers now have possession at the 30-yard line. Now to the 40, looking. It's intercepted again by O'Connor. O'Connor intercepted. And another knee interception by Albertson. Albertson now intercepted pass. And another one from Murlock, but it goes to another possession for the Panthers. As Christensen looks, and Lipinski is able to get a stop there. Now handled by Warrington, gets tripped up. Now Christensen looking, intercepted there by Cortina. Cortina up the sideline, now looking up the midfield. Finds Weimard. Actually, that was Kirby. Cortina now. Cortina looking, battling for the ball, but it's handled there by Kushak. And another possession mishandled there by Laura Krill. As we are down to the final 3 minutes of this game. O'Connor mishandles it. And St. Clair now has an opportunity to get a goal here at some point. But it's a missed opportunity there as Cortina now tips the ball towards Albertson. Now towards Carmanos and now to Rottinghouse. She hits the foot of the Panther. Now Christensen looking. His possession now switches over to Nario. Nario, another kick save by Baratka. Her first kick save of the game. Would you believe it? Another goal scoring opportunity now for Cortina. Cortina finds Kirby, and on goal goes nowhere. As possession now switches over to the Panthers again. All the way up to the 35. Finds Cortina. Now Warburton. Warburton to the 15. Warburton. And a mishandle there by Weimard with just 1:05 remaining. Little whiff there by Riley Kirby. You nearly had another hat trick. As possession now switches over now. Kirby. Kirby looking, but now intercepted with just 45 seconds remaining. A little battle for the ball. Upcoming schedule for the Rams. They now play Peters Township and North Allegheny to close out the schedule. Should be two good games, as the Rams face Peters Township in last year's Whitfield final. As another goal is scored. And that was Riley Woolton again with her 6th goal of the game. 6 goals already for the senior midfielder who's committed to Louisville, and that's going to be the end of the game.
Final goal by Riley
A green and white winner here as the Rams blow out the Upper St. Clair Panthers 14-0. Looked like a high school football game at halftime.
Great field hockey play by both teams.
As
Thank you, one and all, for coming out.
props to Upper St. Clair and their
these girls who played such a great
playing.
game. And for those of you who are big field hockey
And
fans, we have
stats of the
a
game,
game
Georgia Rottinghouse, the
on Wednesday.
freshman midfielder, has a multi-goal game, but she's not the only one who already had a multi-goal game. Riley Woolton, player of the game, with 6 goals in total, along with an assist to Cortina's goal, who she had a hat-trick goal, and Riley Kirby nearly had another hat-trick goal, but she ended up with 2 goals. And now Cushy Sani, the sophomore defense, now has a goal again as well. Final tonight, 14-0, the Rams win. And this has been a Pine-Richland television production here, as big thanks to our producer, Mr. Clack, and our audio technician, Ben Dudkowski. I am Jacob Bukleyevsky saying so long from Pine-Richland Stadium. This has been a special production of PRTV, Pine-Richland Field Hockey on television. Good night, everybody.
Senior night ceremony, and for all the seniors' parents who have supported their daughters through their field hockey careers, we give you thanks. Have a safe drive home.